Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I went ahead and started a couple minutes early because I know Mama V hopped off early. David Glunt in Delaware. Hello, Sid, to let the neighbor out of the storm shelter. I did remember to do that. Yes. Paul Honeyman, hello. Cut it Jean, River Homestead, hello. You're early. I know. Look at that. Auntie Ann, hello. You're not feeling well. You're going to try to stay, but you may not be able to. I totally understand if you want to be able to lay down. I totally understand. I'm not gonna tie you to your desk chair. At least I got to see you this week in all your blue splendor. So, but I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you. It's probably too much partying. She went over her 3 Jack Daniels limit one night, so she's probably still recovering. um, Greg, hello. Yes, welcome, guys. Howdy, howdy. What's happening? What's happening? Smurfette was awesome. I can't believe we were so like, who was I standing there talking to? I think, oh, Mel and I were standing there talking. We were talking for like a while. And um, we were both like, I think it was Mel that I had this conversation with. Some of my conversations blend together. But we were saying like, like after Wicked came out, everybody was going to the movies with the green face paint, and some people like it dyed their faces. But I guess Tara did the makeup, and it was like the kid safe one, so it came off. Like she had to scrub it, but like it came off. It didn't like stain her face blue. I think I hugged too many little kids at the meetup. They all gave me their bugs. That is completely possible. You stay away from the live action Petri dishes. That's what I do. Charlene Grady, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I'm wearing my Williamson shirt tonight. I had to put a sweater on because it's cold in here. For some reason, and I don't know. I get real cold downstairs sometimes. I can be set at the same temperature as upstairs, but the way it blasts in here, I get chilly. I get chilly willy. So I had to put a sweater on, but I do have my Williamson shirt on, and they are going to be going live. Um, she was talking to me about it yesterday. They were going to try to do Thursday, but there wasn't really a good time for them to do it Thursday because they didn't want to like go live at the same time as somebody else. So I think they're going to try to do Friday at 7. Don't hold me to that, but I think they're going to try to do Friday at 7. If you guys want to check them out, if you watched our video from the meetup that came out yesterday, or if you watched, I know that uh, Rox and Ant gave them a shout out, I think on the Daily Vibe, and uh, Real Talk, Mel and Gary gave them a shout out too, I believe, because I saw on their video there were some comments that said like Mel and Gary sent me and like Ant and Rock sent me, so which is great. I'd like to see them get a little momentum going. They're just kind of starting out. They don't have a lot of subscribers yet. They're still kind of working on getting their a lot of their content out, and so just they're really really cool folks. We got to spend a lot of time with them the last couple of days. I'm the one that twisted their arm to come down for the meetup, and I'm glad I did for a couple reasons, because it was a more mellow meetup in a lot of ways. I think it was probably my most favorite meetup that I've been to because it was so chill. And now that I've gone to a few and like I know people, like it wasn't as overwhelming as it can feel for me sometimes. So that was good. But I also told them, I was like, look, I don't know what to tell you guys to expect, because I kind of did have a feeling it was going to be a little bit smaller, which nothing wrong with it. It was a great meetup. It was just more intimate. So, if they were expecting like throngs of people, I didn't want them to be like disappointed, but we spent a lot of time together, and we had a really nice time together. So Hardknack Farms, what's going on? I met you at the meetup. That's right. They were awesome. Yes. I had some nice long talks with Chantal, and then and Dwayne too, but like I probably chatted with her more and longer. And then we went out to dinner a couple of times while we were there, and so that was nice. Got to kind of just have a little bit quiet time and chatty time. And so that was nice. But Thomas says, hello, Sid. Glad y'all made it back safe and sound. We did. We managed to dodge the storms on the way back. We did not get stuck in any storms. We did get stuck in the storm that hit the hotel, which was not fun. But, oh, speak of the devil. I was just talking about you guys. I was just talking about the Williamsons. Got their shirt on. We were just saying how awful you are and how we hated you so much. No, just kidding. No, I was just singing y'all's praises. So quiet time? Quiet time? What is this quiet time? I know. Well, I just mean like sometimes, and I don't mean this again in a bad way. This is just me. I get a little like overwhelmed if it's too peoply for too long. And so I need a little bit of a break sometimes. Nothing against the people. I love the people. But sometimes I just need a minute. it's just, and I've had people tell me before, like basically that I have like resting bitch face, and it's a couple things. I can't hear very well in that kind of an environment. So if somebody's talking to me, like I have to be right in their face because I can't hear them. Too many years working in loud bars. And then I can't see super great. So like I might just be kind of staring off and somebody thinks I'm mad dogging them, and I'm not. I'm zoned out and my brain is thinking, all the tabs are open and I'm not realizing that I'm like staring at somebody. So they think I'm, resting bitch face. But so yeah, so sometimes I just need a little bit of a like a break. And so sometimes like going and grabbing a bite to eat or like something like that is, even you notice like sometimes some people at the meetup will be like, oh, I got to run to Walmart and get ice. Oh, I got to run to Walmart now and get beer. Oh, I got to run to Walmart and do, like, they find little reasons to leave. And I think that part of it is sometimes you just need a little bit of a break because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of it's a lot of people. I don't know. Tim Mason, he was there at the meetup with Dana and Stella. Can't forget Stella. Yeah. So yeah, it was oh, it's your guys' anniversary. Happy anniversary to Hardneck Farms. That's nice. But yeah, it was, I need a service dog. I know, right? Or at least a constant supply of Xanax or something. I don't know. No, I do okay. I am a weird mix of extrovert and introvert, and I never know which thing is going to hit when. So I just have to kind of roll with it, like I love people, I love being social, and I love all the things, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, I've hit my limit. I'm done. So that's just me, that's just my weirdness, I guess. Mike is going to try to join me. He's a little bit swamped, so he may not, that's the dangers of when we take a little bit of a few days off or whatever. When we get back, he's like swamped. And then I was trying to film today and I hit a couple snags with that, and he needs to help me with something. And it's, it's one of those things. But yeah, the meetup was great. We actually got there Thursday, and then Chantal and Dwayne got there, I don't know, probably about 3 hours after we did, I want to say. So we had like eaten, we were settled at the campgrounds hanging out with Tara and Jason, and Auntie Ann wasn't there yet. Patrick, Cuddly Texan, was there. Who else was sitting right there with us that first night chit-chatting? My mind is drawing a blank. But anyway, there was a few of us, but not a lot. Like it was really a small group, just kind of hanging out and chit-chatting. And then we tried to talk them in to like figure out where they were and get them into the turn at the fish. Because it had taken them into a different campground. And so they were like, the gate's locked. And we were like, no, it's not. Where are you? Anyway, we finally got them in, and then we hung out and chilled for a bit. And then Friday was the day probably most of the YouTubers arrived. A few subscribers, but most of the YouTubers arrived Friday. And then Saturday, it was like the big day. Everybody was there Saturday, even if like a lot of the Arkansas people just came by for, an hour or two in the afternoon, just because the storms were in the area, and it was still a little bit of a drive for them, but it wasn't too bad. It was like an hour or two for some of them. So they wanted to like come for a little bit and then just get home, so they didn't have to like stay. that whole thing. But no, no people, do not let Sid persuade you. You're thinking of her. She's a real hot mess all the time. I am pretty much, pretty much, genuinely, genuinely a hot mess 90% of the time, either mentally or physically or both. You never know. So they were lost. Like they were trying to describe where they were. And luckily, because I didn't know the area, people were telling me like what to tell them. So I was just like telling them like what to look for or what to do. And then they managed to get there a couple minutes later. So it worked. It worked. But like our hotel, the sign at the hotel got destroyed on Saturday night. It sounded like the whole hotel was coming apart. It was a whole situation. Um, Arkansas people, says Jerome said. Well, like the people that live in Arkansas, like the channels that live in Arkansas. Like well, David stayed, I think, one night. I think he stayed Friday night and then he left Saturday. He was gonna stay Saturday night, but then he didn't. He ended up leaving later in the afternoon or early evening. And then uh, same with like Country Road Cure. They stayed, but then they left Saturday afternoon. DD5, they left. SLR just came down for a little bit. So didn't get to see them for a super long time, but we all got to see each other. So that was good. That park was a bit of a maze. Yeah, that first time coming into it, luckily, we didn't go straight to the campgrounds. When we got to our hotel, by the time we got settled, everybody was meeting for dinner at Captain John's. So we met everybody at Captain John's and then just followed everybody to the campgrounds. And it was still daylight. So I was able to see like where I needed to go the next several days, basically. Because trying to find that in the dark would have been not the business, as the Williamsons can attest to. It was not the business trying to find it in the dark, because it was pitch black dark. It was dark, dark. There were no street lights. There was no like. I don't even think there were stars out that night. It was just dark. Like you were just like driving by Braille, pretty much. And there was deer everywhere. Now, granted, these were like well trained deer. They like nary a dart. Like they did not dart at all. They just like chilled on the side of the road. Like they weren't trying to get crazy with it or anything, but like it was fine. It was fine. So Jesus $10 to start with and gets another 10 from Mike. What was I doing with the $10? I don't even know what we're talking about. I missed something. Oh, I put too many quarters in the magic fingers. No, I'm telling you, that storm that came through, we had, Mike said we had 70-mile-an-hour straight wind. So it wasn't like tornado activity, but it was like all the rain, all the wind, and it like shredded the hotel sign, which sounded, because it was like canvas flapping, it sounded like a train. So I woke up at 3 in the morning to the sounds of what sounded like a train. And then I proceeded to get a very bad anxiety attack because I was like panicking, even though I looked at my phone and the weather, and Mike looked at it and he stuck his head outside and made sure it wasn't anything crazy. And I still was like, you know, and then it was like too late. It was like, 3:30 in the morning or whatever. And I was like, well, I can't take an anxiety pill because I have to drive in a couple of hours. And what if it doesn't wear off? And then I gave myself anxiety about that. So then I just laid there and panicked for 2 hours until I passed out and the storm went away. So it was fine. It was fine. You are in Arkansas too, but I did not see you at the meetup. I got to come Friday. My little sister let me stay with her lake house 30 minutes from there. Sad it will change locations next year. Yeah, it was a good spot for it, I feel like. I don't know, maybe they won't change I don't know. Maybe they will try to do it there again. I mean, 10 Killer was nice too. 10 Killer was a little bit further away, I feel like, from um like the hotel, but also I don't totally remember. Um Blue Mountain Lake was nice. Um, but I don't know if they would do it there again. That was technically was the same meetup, but it was kind of different because Mike took it over that year. Mike from DD5. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll tell us. Whoever decides, like if Mike and Terry decide to do it again, or if they pass it to somebody else this next year. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, they did? Oh, where's the new destination? I see I miss all the information. I never know what's going on. Paul Honeyman knows more about what's going on than I do, and he lives a gazillion miles away. It's at Lake Texaco's. Where's that? Is that in Oklahoma still? Or is that in Texas? I don't know. Texa Texoma. Is that in Oklahoma? I think that's in Oklahoma because I remember seeing signs that said Texacoma, I feel like, because Texas, Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, I get it. It's like on the line probably, Texas and Oklahoma. It's somewhere over there. So it sounds like it's probably further like west and south. But I do remember seeing signs for it, so maybe not. Gotcha. All right. Well, good to know. Take where clothes are all gonna be putting up zip walls. I doubt that. I don't think he's gonna make us work Freedom Weekend. I seriously doubt it. We'll be like, we're out. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think he's gonna have a lot. I think he's trying to get like a certain, like I think in his mind he has a goal of what he wants to get done before like the gang shows up. I could be wrong. I just know how I was when we hosted. There was like certain things, and we got most of it done. There was a few things that we didn't get done that I was really like about, but we got most of the things done on the list. And the big thing being redoing the driveway because that needed redone. We needed more gravel. We widened it so people were able to like park and turn around instead of like getting stuck in the mud. Um, so, all part of the Red River. On the Red River, Texas Oklahoma border. Okay. Love it, love it. Oh, is he? Okay, well, see, that's news to me too. But I haven't talked to Tim about any of that yet. I did tell him a while back, I was like, "Hey, let me know what you need us to bring or what you need help with," because like, we have that big, um, pop-up tent that's like the zipper one that's got the flag on it and stuff, and, like, I need to ask him if he wants us to bring that and, like, what food he wants, and if he wants us to come up. Mike even said, he's like, "If he wants us to come up, like, a day early, we can help him, like, with some setup stuff or getting some stuff ready," because we're only 2 hours away. So we could just go, drop our stuff at the hotel, and then go straight to his house and help him with whatever he needs help with. So over a 3-hour drive for us. So it's probably even further for us. We'll see. Hello, Eddie from Birmingham, Alabama. What's going on? So yeah, I guess we'll see. I'll have to look at a map and see exactly where that is and how far it is for us. But Mike can ride Tim's new zero turn. Mike's got his own zero turn to ride. He doesn't have to go elsewhere to ride a zero turn. He doesn't expect them getting delivered that soon yet. He's putting that on hold until after the solar is up and running. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I need to touch base with him because it's a little over a month away, and we're the closest ones in proximity to him, as far as I know. So, you know, be easier for us to like, if he needs a little extra help a day ahead of time or whatever, help him out a little bit. Arms Family Homestead has an Airbnb there. Oh, at Texoma or whatever. That tracks. I know that they have a bunch of those properties, is what I've heard, but I don't know. Mike was the one that told me, and sometimes his information isn't right. No, I know he knows. Mike watches a lot more YouTube than I do, be very honest. I try to generally what I do this time of year because I like to lay out in the sun, and that's when I will catch up on emails and check people's channels and watch videos and leave comments and stuff. I tend to do that more during the summer because I am like a lizard or a snake and I need to lay out in the sun on my rock and absorb my vitamin D. Because I can't. I need the sunlight. So I will do that, and but in the winter, I am not laying my butt outside. It's too cold. Um, so I generally like for months I get behind because I don't. When I'm in the house, I find other stuff to do, and then I don't watch it. watch people's channels. Very rarely. So I get very behind on everybody's lives, like what's going on with them and what's happening. And 7-hour drive for you. Yeah. Did Mike and Terry say if they're the ones hosting it again, or are they passing it to somebody else? It sounds like maybe they're hosting it again. Loose Screw Ranch. Hi, Sid. Nice to meet you. I watched a video of you getting a horse for your baby girl. I loved it. Oh, thank you. That horse, though, has pretty much become my horse. Bless. She kind of, she picked me as her person. It's not that she doesn't like my daughter, but she's definitely more my horse than Frankie's horse, which is unfortunate, but but it's fine. Beulah's very picky about a lot of things. What am I hearing? I don't know. I was hearing like howling for a second. I thought I was hearing howling. I could have just been hearing things. So Webb's Web has a listing of all the live streams. Oh, that's cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. Carl Lewis, the man with the plan, what's happening? Yeah, I know. I think well, now we're not the only ones because the Williamsons will be staying in a hotel as well. They're staying at the same hotel we are, which, according to all my research, and hopefully I was right, it was the closest hotel to like Tim. So it was the shortest drive. Because we don't have an RV. I'm not pitching a tent. And we're only staying for, well, maybe 3 days. But if we come up a day early to help him, which I need to find out if we need to do that or not. And then we're leaving to go to Fall Creek Falls afterwards with our family down here. So, so I don't know. Hopefully I read the map right and it's the closest one. So I think so. I had Tim double check me. Like I sent him the thing and was like, this is close to you, right? And he was like, yeah. So hopefully he actually like looked at it and didn't just go, yeah. But I mean, I put in the addresses and I looked and I did how long from this point to this point, I did the whole thing. But I heard Mike bellowing for his dinner. I doubt it. That man will eat dinner at like 10 o'clock at night. By the time he eats dinner, it's always stone cold because this time of year, he's outside. So by the time he gets off work, he's outside messing in the garden or fixing seeds in the shop or doing something. Like I don't see him this time of year, hardly at all, until the weekend when we're like working on something together and filming. During the week, he's outside this time. So and I'll make dinner at normal time because I'm not going to eat at 10 o'clock at night. But he'll eat later after he finishes everything and then he'll come in and eat. But he also will usually like eat leftovers in the afternoon as lunch. So, and he'll sometimes eat that kind of late. So he sort of eats at like somewhere between like 1 and 3 o'clock usually. And then he'll eat again at like, 9 to 10 o'clock. And that's sort of his, are you here? See, he wasn't crying for his dinner. He's right here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is it dinner time? Somebody said dinner time?
No, I know you're not going to eat this early.
No, it's time to go in the garden.
Yeah. You're closer now, so you have to read the comments because I can't see it.
Okay. Not too close to Memphis. Too dang old for a tent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just saying we're staying in a hotel and that the Williamsons, they're in here right now too.
Oh, right.
They're staying on the tent business. Yeah, 100% not doing the tent business. Chantal and I decided that was a hard no for both of us.
Yeah,
a hard pass.
I quit tent camping when I first took Sid camping.
Yes, because I said, I will go and I will fish all day and I will do the hikes and I will do all the things, but just I need a place to shower and like blow dry my hair.
Yeah, so the first time I took Sid camping, we got a cabin. And then we got a cabin for several years.
Yeah, we went every year until the year before I got pregnant.
Yeah, and then the year Frankie was born, or maybe it was the year you were pregnant, I went tent camping with some guys. And hadn't been tent camping in years. And it was miserable. And I was like, you know what? Apparently I don't tent camp anymore. What's up?
He's very like in everybody's business the last couple of days. He's like, you left me for a few days and now.
What's up, Larry Parrish?
James Hall, what's going on?
Uh-huh. Williamsons in the house. Hey, if y'all haven't subscribed to the Williamsons yet, you can go check them out. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe to somebody you don't like. You might not like them, but I'm saying go check them out. Go check them out because you're probably going to like them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Auntie
Her
Ann can.
sunflowers are exploded too, and they're.
I know they all hit at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe Auntie Ann can put a link to the Williamsons in here. That would be awesome.
Or Paul. Auntie Ann's
Paul
not
Honeyman.
feeling fabulous.
She's not feeling fabulous?
No, she's feeling
I'm sorry to hear that.
less than fabulous. So maybe Paul can post the Williamsons channel.
James Hall, you'll tent camp if you get a cot to sleep on.
If you guys, I should make them moderator people too, because then they can post it themselves. Hold on, let's see if I can figure out how to do it. I gotta find their comments. Here we go.
She's gonna give y'all a wrench. She's gonna give the Williamsons a wrench.
I'm gonna give them a wrench.
Uh-oh.
I gotta remember how to do it, and I also don't have my glasses on. So
put user in timeout. Yeah, do that one.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put them in timeout. That's rude.
There we go.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
All right.
There we go.
Apparently
now you have a wrench.
The Williamsons have a wrench now.
But okay, she just posted your link. So yeah, if I don't know if you guys did you guys decide when.
What is up, bro?
He's very. I really don't want your booty hole in my face.
You're gonna go up.
I appreciate you. I don't. What was I saying? Oh, did you guys figure out what day and time you guys were gonna do your live this week? I said I thought you were gonna do it Friday at 7, but that I was also not 100% sure you had decided on that. So I don't know if I just lied to everybody or not. I need a topper for my truck.
A topper.
Oh no, like to camp in, like a top. No, sir. No, sir. There is not enough power banks in the world that could make me stay in the back of the truck. Like, no. Like, there's no running water. I pee 75 times a night. It's just not gonna happen.
And I don't need any of that. I just need to be comfortable when I sleep.
Yeah.
I don't need
running water. Air conditioner.
Air conditioner would be nice.
Yeah, he needs all the things.
Air conditioner would be nice, but we didn't have an air conditioner when we camped in the Sierras.
No, you're right. We didn't, but it wasn't that hot in the Sierras.
That's true. It's 10,000 feet.
Yeah,
it was more cold than hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday at 7. Yes, we're going live Friday at 7. Okay. So that's a good chance to check them out, guys. Like live and in person. Well, not in person, but sort of. To kind of
Friday at
meet
7.
Them. Friday at
Central 7. Time. What time are you guys on?
They're on Central.
Are they?
Aren't they?
Why
I don't know.
They not be? Well, because there's one more east of us, and they're east of us.
Well, yeah, but they're not that far east of us.
Okay.
They're still in the central part.
Yeah, they said Central.
So, right. Yeah, see? Yeah. Hey, Jen. What's happening? Bed, bathroom, necessity. Yes, exactly. Running water, electricity, bed. Yeah. 100%, I agree. And I need like a private bathroom. Like, I don't want to have to be schlepping across the gravel to like share a bathroom with half the community. I can't do it. I can't do that at 3 in the morning. I can't. Nope.
You can.
I mean, I could. Like,
you don't choose to.
Like pew pew to my head. I could, but I feel no need. Like, I'm at that point in my life where that is not the business.
That was never the business for you.
That is accurate. I was never at that point in my life. That's accurate.
Oh, golly.
Oh, thank you, Larry Parrish. He just subscribed. Do you guys, I'm just curious, like, do you know, like, if you guys gained any subscribers, like, a noticeable amount from the time you left for the meetup and the time you got back from the meetup or the last few days? Like, I'm just curious if it gave you a little bump or not, because I don't know what y'all were at before you left.
Yeah.
Before you met the peoples and stuff. Because sometimes after a meetup and a few videos, like, you get a little bump, and some people maybe get, like, 20, and some people get, like, 1,000, and, like, you just never know.
Yeah. But I don't recall now because they've probably changed the rules like 30 times what it takes to get monetized. But I think
it's like
4,000 watch time hours.
And I think it's still 1,000 subscribers, but you have to hit like the watch time hours. I think is still 4,000. 4,000
watch time hours.
I could be wrong though.
Somebody tell us.
But it's a lot higher than it used to be.
Oh, they just went over 1K.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good. So that means you gained like what 300 subscribers since I looked yesterday. Because you were at like 7.25 yesterday. So that's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's really good. Yay, 1K. That's exciting. So now you
Yeah.
just have to get your watch hours up, and then you'll get monetized.
Yeah. Do you know where to go look in your analytics to see what your watch time hours are?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Tell us all how many watch time hours you have. Everybody in here, how many people are in here? There's 75 people in here. Everybody in here watches a video or two.
Yeah. Well, you
And
know what some people do is they'll let them play like in the background. Oh, we
we get in
don't say
trouble if
that. We don't
we
say
get in
that.
trouble if we say that out loud.
Sorry, we
But
don't say
there's a
that out loud.
trick you can do. That's
Yeah,
right.
just let it play.
Yeah.
Just let it
Um, yeah, we don't want to get YouTube mad at us, but
Oh, they're at 1.3, says Lynn. Lynn says they're at 1.3. That's awesome.
but they're 1,000 watch time hours, so they need 3,000 watch time hours. We need to get them watch time hours up. Yep.
Yep. Got a little ways to go on that, but if you start cranking out some stuff,
Couple videos a week.
you'll
Get them watch time hours up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Hard Knack. Okay, let's help them. That's right. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go watch a video. Go watch their last video that they just did, or watch their first video or something. Give them some love.
So the shorts don't count toward watch time hours. The shorts are their own thing, and I think it's like something crazy, like to either 4,000 watch time hours or like 1.5 million shorts views.
But the shorts help with your subscriber count. As I
Right.
notice when I post more shorts, that really boosts my subscriber count. But it doesn't really do much for your watch time.
Right.
Hey, Wanda Henry, what's happening? Thank you for posting that again. Yeah, Brooke, they're gonna do a live on Friday at 7. They said 7 p.m. Central.
Now lives are good for watch time hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they can be. Some of our lives, like I feel like our lives lately haven't been as big, which is fine. Like we have our hardcores that come in here and hang out with us, and then we have like a few more that watch it after the fact because of work or whatever. And but in general, like lately our lives have been like not as big. I guess.
Like under 100 people.
Yeah. Which it used to be like, we get like 300 people in here, but people don't love us like they used to. I don't know.
Or they just don't want to watch us sit here and just ramble.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like the lives, I mean, the lives are for some people,
adorable.
And they're not for some people.
So cute.
Yeah, well, I am anyway.
Adorable.
I mean,
You're Mr. Right.
I'm the pretty one of the two of us.
That's right. No, that's right.
Yeah.
I just found a spot on my leg that I completely missed. And it's very hairy.
When you're shaving?
Yes. Feel it. It's right here.
I'll pass.
Like I missed a little strip down the back of my
probably
leg.
gonna get rubbed up against me later, and when I'm trying, I'm almost asleep, and you're gonna go right down my leg.
I wear yoga pants to bed though. Although maybe I've been hot the last few nights. Maybe I will wear these shorts then.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel.
Mike got jokes. That's right, Billy. Mike got jokes.
I'm telling you though, there's always like that one spot that you find. At least I'm still at home. I didn't really go anywhere. But like when you're out and you decided to wear a skirt or shorts, and then you find that one patch on your leg that you missed, and it drives you insane.
I don't know how that goes because I don't know that I've ever shaved my leg.
Well, I don't recommend starting.
Yeah.
Down with the patriarchy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have to go shoot like 5 shorts tonight in the garden. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to shoot. And I'm just like right now, the sun is just off the garden out there. It's probably perfect. So as soon as this is over, that's why I put my Mississippi shirt on.
Oh, because you're going out there.
Because I'm gonna shoot some shorts.
Shoot your shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot some shots.
Well, do you think that you'll have time? Well,
because I got to post some TikTok material, and I have not been posting on TikTok.
No.
I was blowing up on TikTok a little bit, and then I quit posting.
Yeah. But I still need your assistance with that one thing. I don't know if they're going to want me to use that. So basically, I figured out what happened, by the way, for that sponsorship.
They sent you the wrong stuff.
No, that still works with it, but they didn't send me the cable that you have to get separately to make it work. So I don't have that cable. I read it online. So
okay. I don't know that I believe that because of the type of cable it is and the type of
it's an
unit.
X something cable, but it's supposed to be. It's
all right, whatever. Either way, they didn't send you the materials that they needed to send you,
No.
in order for you to shoot what the agreement was you were going to shoot.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't still film it with the Delta that I have.
Well, we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
I have to shoot these shorts tonight.
Okay.
So that we can shoot after dark. The shorts I cannot shoot after dark in the garden.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or we could shoot it in the morning because it needs to be a little bit light out so we can like show it.
Gonna go live at 7. Hard knack. Well, we can't promote that, man, because we love you, but unfortunately we're pushing the
Oh, I'm going live at
the
7.
Dreaming Drifters.
Yeah,
So,
DD5, unless they're not going live tonight.
right. But
we usually,
even though we can't push that Hard Knack Farms is
I mean,
going
you can
live
still
at
say it.
7,
I don't
we
have,
still just said it out loud.
yeah, I don't have a problem with
So,
like other people say they're going live at a certain time
yeah.
or whatever, but like because people can make their own choices as to what
That's
they
right.
want to click on. But
That's
like,
America.
yeah.
Make your choice. Yeah. Yeah. So
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You got
I
options
totally
at 7
understand.
o'clock.
There's
Oh, don't be sorry.
You're fine.
Whoa.
Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like Wednesday night we kind of refer to as family night, and then like Thursday night is, what does she call it? Homestead Hangout. So it's certain channels that go on Thursday night. So that's one of the reasons why like the Williamsons are going on Friday at 7 because it doesn't conflict with anybody.
So basically,
So
right, and you're always going to conflict with somebody.
there's going to be somebody somewhere, yeah.
But we try what we've been trying to do is we've been trying the people that collaborate.
Right.
Those of us that collaborate in our like group of people, we try to make sure that none of us are going live at the same time.
Right. Or that we're not dropping a premiere during somebody's live or something like that.
Right.
So we always check with each other. We have like a group chat and we're just like, hey, if I post a premiere at this time, does that jack with anybody? And people will be like, oh, actually, yeah, like I'm going live or whatever, you know, because it's hard to remember everybody's schedules.
Right.
And so, you know, it happens, but.
Right.
So, yeah.
Except Tim. Tim do what Tim won't.
Yes, DD5 is going live tonight. Okay. That's what I figured. Because they didn't go live. I think it was last week they didn't go live because they had weather or something happen.
Right.
So, except Tim. Tim just does what he wants.
That's the Dreaming Drifters.
Tim goes live on Wednesdays. David goes live on Monday. No, not Mondays anymore.
I can't even keep track of what days they all go live. I can't keep track
of what the day is. I can't remember everybody.
We just know who goes live like before and after us on the night. And then when if we're going to post a premiere or something that's going to get promoted, then we just hit the group chat and make sure we're not going to conflict with somebody's live.
No, I totally understand Hard Knack Farms. Like it's hard to like kind of figure out like, you know, what's a good spot for you. And then you also have to figure out like what works with your schedule. The only thing I would say is like if you're trying to go live and kind of establish your audience is you don't want to be in conflict with somebody that's already established because that's not going to help you. That's only going to hurt you.
Right. If you think that you're like targeting the same
genre audience.
Yeah, the same audience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tim goes live on Tuesdays, not Wednesdays. Didn't I say Tuesday? I said Tuesday.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Wednesday.
Oh, I know it wasn't Wednesday, but I thought I said Tim goes live on Tuesday, but maybe I just said it wrong. In my head, I said Tuesday. I know he goes live Tuesdays because I used to watch him when I lived in California. He goes live at 7 and it was 5 o'clock California time. So I would be cooking dinner during his lives. And then Tim was like the only live I ever really watched back then because it was convenient. Like when he happened to be on, I was always cooking. David goes live Mondays. I was right. Okay. Yeah. David Monday, Tim Tuesday, us. And
Mama you sure about that, Lynn? Because I think David's Tuesday.
No, he's Monday.
David's Monday? Okay. Tim Tuesday. That's right. All right. All right. I got it straight.
And then DD5 Wednesday and all the peoples.
Yeah, DD5 goes
Karen
after us.
Go on Thursday.
Yeah, and then Empty
SLR
Homestead
doesn't do lives right now. They used to be on at 7 on Wednesdays right after us, and now it's DD5.
Yeah.
I go live at 10 o'clock because no one else wants to go live that late. That's right, Old Man King Homestead. That's right. Yeah, David is Monday. That's what I thought. DD5 said they have a big announcement. Oh my goodness, Brooke.
All right.
Okay, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is.
We like big announcements.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so like I said, it's hard to kind of keep track, but you just met them at the meetup. Yeah. Yeah. Where in California did you live? If that's okay to ask. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We were in Southern California. We were in San Diego County in a little town in the mountains called Ramona.
Ramona,
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 which was sort of like south of Julian. And some people know Julian because it's famous for its apple pies. And there's been a couple like Hallmark Lifetime movie situations that were filmed there. So sometimes people know about Julian. But yeah, they said life-changing, if I remember correctly. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Well, okay. I mean, our lives get changed every day.
I know. Yeah, you
Every
never know.
decision we make changes our lives.
You know us YouTubers, we love our clickbait.
Yeah, it's clickbait.
That's the end of the world. I can't believe this happened. You know how we do. You know how we roll.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, okay, your son's in South Pasadena. All right. Right on, right on. I've never actually been to Pasadena. I don't even know if I've driven through it. I probably have driven through it. I almost had to.
Probably.
Yeah, at some point. Because I've been all the way to the top. Well, not all the way to the top. That's not true. I think the farthest north I ever went was like Sacramento, probably. I don't think I went any farther north than that.
To me, Sacramento is central, but they don't call it central.
They don't. They can.
But it's pretty central.
Yeah, because that's only because that's like the end of population. After that, there's not much happening.
After that, there's good deer hunting.
Yeah, and there's snow and more snow and stuff. Yeah.
Redding. Oh yeah, I've done some great deer hunting
Lots
up
of
there.
meth there.
Northern California. Humboldt County. Come on. They know how to grow tomatoes.
In Ojai. Beautiful. That's where Sons of Anarchy was part of the time. Or where it took place. Tim is the best at clickbait. All right? I know.
Nah. The best at clickbait is that cat in Oklahoma. What's his name? Man, I haven't watched him in a while. I used to watch him a lot.
Tara and Jason just posted about having to rescue us at the meetup. How'd they rescue you? I must have missed that. You missed the best part of the state, Sid. Oh, the northern part? I mean, listen, Southern California is a beautiful area.
Yeah, Dutch. That's right, Auntie. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
Keeping it Dutch. I haven't watched him in so long, but because I just don't have time.
Oh.
But he was the master at clickbait.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he was, or is, I guess.
Or still is. I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know. 1 hour from Sacramento. Okay, so you're up there. Tomatoes. Yep.
I lived in Woodland for a while. If you're an hour from Sacramento, I'm sure you know where that is. Lived in.
Oh, your truck's motor
West
blew up.
Sac,
Oh, geez.
and I lived in Woodland.
I did not hear about that, Auntie Ann. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. I'm glad they were there to rescue you then. That sucks. Woodland isn't far from here. Yeah. We have a woodland here, but it's not the same.
No, it's totally not the same.
Not the same woodland. Yeah.
Santa Rosa, yeah. I mean, I grew up in East Tennessee, but I lived in Woodland, California for a little while.
Yeah.
I lived in Lapway, Idaho for a little while. I lived in Moses Lake, Washington for like a minute. I lived in Kellogg, Idaho for a little while.
You lived in Virginia.
That was after I was growing up. After I joined the military, I went to Bob Beach.
Those,
I'm not counting after I like.
Gotcha. You're just counting when they passed you around before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just bumped you around everywhere. Oh, there's your cousin, Laura.
What's up, Laura?
I just had the top. What? I can't read my glasses.
The top of the neighbor's tree fell off on her chicken run.
Oh no.
Wow.
That sucks.
That's a bummer.
Are your chickens okay? I mean, I realize your eggs might be scrambled, but are your chickens okay?
Them chickens, run!
Right? That's a bummer. Another place I got avocados.
Yeah, hey, some good avocados come from the West Coast.
Yeah. That's right. Don't forget to hit that thumb, says Wanda Henry. That's right.
Has your seeds on silver come up? They have actually. And what's crazy is they are getting hammered by the deer. So I'm in fact, you know what? I may go film a little bit of that before they're completely gone. But they came up, they were looking real good, and then I went over there like day before yesterday when we got back. What's today? Yeah, day before yesterday. And I mean, like 50% of my sunflowers on silver are just topped,
That's
browsed
sad.
by the deer.
So it didn't make your little Great Wall of sunflowers?
No, no, what it made was a deer smorgasbord.
Oh,
So
well, that's because we don't have any livestock or livestock guarding dogs or anything over there. So they're just like deer, are just like, what's
where,
up?
where did we get those military mugs from the meetup? So Pops, what's his handle?
It's Pops.
It's Pops
It's Pops
something.
something, but yeah,
It's
it's
like
just
Pops
Pops.
52.
Pops and a number and a squiggly mark. I don't know.
Maybe somebody in here knows. Anyway, Pops. He doesn't have a channel that I know of, but he follows several of the channels in the family. POPZ Pops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pops.
And yeah, he's the one that found those mugs. So I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
And it's just Pops. POPZ Pops.
Just Pops. Yeah, he's cool, dude. I hadn't met him before.
Used to camp up by Mount Shasta. Yeah,
There's Patrick. What's up, Cuddly Texan?
I've been deer hunting up there a couple times. It's a beautiful country up there. And then, of course, the Eastern Sierras, not quite that far north, but east, right? Sierra Nevada mountains. That's where we used to go trout fishing every year. And whew, beautiful mountains.
That's who we had dinner with that first night. That's his screen handle. Patrick that we had dinner with. That's Cuddly Texan.
It's Patrick Travis, people.
Patrick Travis.
His name is
yeah,
Patrick
that's true.
Travis.
Mike did rename him.
Yeah.
Mike, are you going to put up a fence around the garden to keep the deer out? Well,
the deer have not.
Oh,
hey,
why would
hey.
you do that? No,
Knock it off.
go back to sleep. It's fine.
That was not somebody knocking on the door.
She's like,
that was me knocking on wood.
I need to do my job.
The deer have not been getting in the garden.
Because we have animals and they don't come
the
up.
garden is close to the goat pen, which is a danger of its own. But it's also close to where the livestock guardian dogs are. So
the dogs bark at them.
Yeah, the dogs bark at deer if they come up in that area. But silver pasture, where we were talking about the sunflower patch that I put out a big like 1/4 acre sunflower patch, and that's like over the river and through the woods,
literally
in the middle of nowhere. And they were looking good for the hot minute, and then the deer found them. So
I've never heard of Bucks Lake loose.
am I planning on planting more sunflowers in the designated range? Yeah, I mean, sunflower probably would make a good deer plot, but I don't really feel like I really need to probably plant any deer plots this year because there is an abundance of deer.
Yeah, you got that right, Patrick. You got that right. That's their names. Don't wear it out. Where's Frankie? Frankie, I believe, is in her room.
I think she's out back twirling her gun.
Oh, her rifle. She made rifle team for color guard, and so she's been practicing so she doesn't get rusty before what do you call it? Workshop, camp, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Band camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was all fired up. You know, she was on the color guard last year. She was a flag. And she was all fired up to make rifle team this year. And she did.
No.
You tried to hide that yawn, but I saw it.
Sorry, I can't. I've been sitting still too long. Mike, just south of Susanville, you'll see antelope on the east side of 99. And when you turn off 99, you go through the Feather River Canyon going west. I've seen deer herds in the hundreds. Nice.
I have no idea where that is.
Well,
but I do know
Florida, so maybe.
Oh no, he's talking about California.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've been to Feather Falls, the Feather River, but I don't remember where it was. I was a kid and I went there with like a martial arts group and we went camping, and I remember the hike was brutal, and it was cold at night and the water was super cold.
Patrick, did your tent get jacked? He said my camping days in Oklahoma are over. Were you one of the ones that got blown away?
Oh no.
Because I didn't hear anybody mention your name when they talked about people that got blown over. said you missed the question before. If Beulah is now your horse, will that make Frankie's truck yours when it's finished?
No.
No, that'll 100% be her truck.
Yeah, if
She's
anything,
fired up
Frankie and
about
I
it.
are going to share that truck.
Yeah, he already has designs on it, I think, to use it for certain things.
Well, she
'Cause
already
it'll
told
have a
me
flatbed.
on cold days. No, yeah, on cold days she's going to drive my car to school, which
Oh,
means that on cold days
you get the truck.
I get the truck.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Which means like most of the school year. Really, if you think about it, but that's fine.
Whatever. I'm sure the heater in that truck's actually pretty good.
Yeah, the air conditioning.
Air conditioner ain't
No.
gonna work. No.
Yeah, but
It was an AC model, and it does have the compressor and everything there under the hood. But you yawning up a storm
sorry,
over
I'm
here.
not. I'm trying not.
Y'all
to
are boring her.
No,
What's
I just
up?
because I need to like. I need to do jumping
Golly.
jacks or something. I'm sitting for too long.
No, the tent didn't get damaged, but I had a hand on one wall and a foot on the other. Wow.
Oh, bless. That's not exciting.
Is the M and S in the center? No, that's Mississippi. 3. Oh, wow.
I know it's backwards.
This is weird.
It's backwards.
3 Mississippi. I don't know. This is not the way I wanted to do it. Just so you know, I wanted it to be 3MS, but she wanted it to be symmetric with the 3 in the middle.
Like it's popping through.
So now it's just confusing as hell.
No, it's not.
But it's 3 Mississippi MS. Yeah, or it could be 3 Mike and Sid, but that wouldn't make sense.
Oh, I never thought about that before. It's our initials. How did I not notice that?
Yeah.
I'm adorable.
Are you though?
Aren't I? There's only one right answer, sir.
Mhm.
Just saying. Okay, Hardneck Farms. It was nice to meet you at the meetup too. I'm sorry, I'm squinting trying to read your thing. Oh, I see what he was asking. Yeah.
Frankie needs a safeties off plate for the front of her truck. Oh yeah.
Oh, that would
Do
be
we
cute.
still have those?
They're in there. But those were like iron on.
Yeah.
But
But
that
we
one-
never ironed them onto her vest.
No, I saved them. I think I
Yeah.
put them in the.
Somebody sent us these, and we were gonna put them on.
Oh, there. I was gonna say
We're
I
gonna
have
put them
in-
on our hunting vests,
Yeah.
but we just
But you keep
we have 2 of
forgetting.
them. Yeah, but they're like right here. They're ready for this year.
Yeah.
Safety's off.
Yep.
Oh,
And your weird beard comb.
I've been looking for that.
What else
Where's
is in
Frankie
here?
going? She just took the Polaris and bounced.
It's Wednesday. She's taking the trashes down.
Okay.
He doesn't know the schedules.
yeah.
And it's weird because she's off of school now. So it's like, it's just weird. Like today, it was her and her boyfriend's 10-month anniversary. So they went and played pickleball and got ice cream. And then he came over here and hung out for a little bit, but then he had to go to work. So
Somebody just said, "Come on, it's going live at 7:00." Did you mean today?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, he shouldn't. That's not my fault.
No, not your phone.
He shouldn't be going live.
Hey, MT. I'm standing outside just to get 1 bar of data. Oh no.
Golly.
Where are you at that you don't have any data?
David, I have not tried the whiskey smoker yet. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't get any whiskey before we went on vacation, and then we just got back, and
I think
still
he's gonna
haven't-
have to wait until we go to our friend's house and he has like one because he hasn't really been drinking whiskey. So I think he's been taking a little break from that. So I think we'll have to wait
Yeah.
till we have an occasion. Like
I may have to
with
buy a bottle of
friends.
whiskey
Well,
just to try it.
that's fine. But like you could go do it with Ryan or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Learn with Nana. Hello. That is David's mom. It was great to see you I don't have my glasses on. It was great to see you both at the meetup. Yes, it was great to see you too. And you had fun that last night. At least you seemed like it. Leonard Mountain Homestead, what's going on?
First round of tomatoes came through. Oh,
And
tornadoes.
apparently, and I feel bad because I apparently
Lost
mixed
power.
Amy up when I was like, oh, I swear I had met you before, and I went up and gave her a hug. I don't know who I thought you were. I don't know who I mixed you up with, but I could have sworn I met you already, and I did not, and so I felt really stupid.
Yeah, the weather's good here too, Mike. Yesterday we went on tornado warning. No, tornado watch,
Yeah, watch.
not warning. We're on tornado
A
watch.
watch is when you have all the things at home to make a taco. You've got the taco shell, you have the cheese, you have the ground meat. A tornado warning is when everything's out of the fridge and half assembled on the counter.
Right.
That's
Right. So we had a tornado watch.
Yeah.
But then it broke up and completely missed us. We didn't even get a drop of rain. So I'm happy with that.
right.
Because everything around here is very saturated.
Oh, then maybe we did meet Letter Mountain Farm. Maybe I'm not crazy.
Oh, you're great.
Well, I mean, I am, but maybe I did. Although, wait, we didn't go to 10 Killer last year. We went the year before to 10 Killer. I don't know.
Take the whiskey smoker to Freedom Weekend. That's a really good
Oh,
idea.
yeah, that's a great
actually.
idea.
Yeah, that
We
is a
should
good
totally
idea.
do that.
In fact, David brought a bottle of whiskey that I had not become familiar with to this last meetup, and we were gonna have a sip of whiskey, and
Well, you're
then
home with messed up internet. Okay,
we
Mike.
totally forgot about it and never
Mike and
opened the
Terry.
bottle.
Yeah, several tornado warnings that day. Yeah. Here's my thing. I get all amped up, and he was like, yeah, it's totally, we didn't even get a drop of rain. And I was like, I feel like my anxiety got cheated. Like I got all amped up for nothing, which granted, I'm glad nothing happened.
Yeah.
But also, they need to keep it to themselves until they're sure. Because I get too anxious.
Well, they're trying to give you as much heads up as possible.
I know that, but like my heart palpitations don't know that. I can't tell my brain to chill out. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
We just have the high fire danger. Yeah, well, you're in California, so it's fire season.
It's always fire
It's
season.
always fire. There's like 2
California.
months in California where it's not fire
until
season.
they fire that governor and get one that actually knows how to do forest management. It's always fire season.
Release the quadrupeds, but they won't. Shoot, we were mentioned on Ryan Hall, but it skipped us.
Who said that?
Your cousin Laura.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I saw that yesterday. They started out hitting Knoxville, and then they went from Knoxville down to the power plant, Oak Ridge, and then they mentioned Cleveland briefly as a possibility, but then it skipped everything.
Amy wouldn't dance with Tara. Probably a good call with recording devices and your family right there. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I felt the same way. Exactly. So getting everyone amped up, then nothing happens. Rather be safe than sorry, but geez, I can't. The anxiety is real. Yes. I swear I need to get my reading glasses.
Yeah, David, I'm gonna put. Yeah, well, I don't know where you're.
I don't know. I thought I had them out here, but
I'm gonna put a Wi-Fi extender out here at some point. I already bought it. I just have to install it so that I can get Wi-Fi in my shop too. Apparently, we need to buy Sid a new pair of reading glasses.
No, I just bought some at the dollar store because I broke. My truck pair broke.
Just didn't feel like bringing them to the place where when you need them.
There.
Are you kidding me right now? That's the problem. That 7 feet.
Yeah.
Golly.
Well, I have them all over. I have a kitchen pair. I have a purse pair. Actually, I have 2 purse pairs. I have a truck pair. I have a recliner chair pair. I have another living room pair.
That wasn't even the length of a bass boat.
These are very dirty. What happened? Okay.
I don't know. Are we allowed to say who the governor of California is? Sure.
New scum.
Yeah, we can talk about new scum, gruesome Newsom. We can say whatever. Yeah. Yeah, put the cheetahs on.
I feel like it's still very blurry.
I can't see without them. I mean, I can see. You know what's interesting is
too close.
with a
my strong ones.
second focal plane optic, that'd be a rifle scope. With a second focal plane, I can shoot fine without reading glasses. But with a first focal plane optic,
Gavin, I like that too, James.
I have to wear my reading glasses.
Yeah, he's trying to rebrand himself. Hopefully they don't.
New Scum 2.0. Oh, he is trying to rebrand himself.
Yeah.
He thinks he's going to run for president.
He's been doing podcasts, and he did another one the other day with a bunch of liberal content creators.
I mean, he is very charismatic, and to the
if you can't see through like
Oh,
It's
but
sort
that's
of
the
like
problem.
when you can see the
49%
devil.
of Americans can't see through his
No,
BS.
it's
49%.
terrifying.
He only needs to tip it by a little bit. That's the problem. 49% of people in this United States of America literally are uneducated on what's going on.
He stole tax dollars. He shut down everything during the
Yeah.
bid. He was doing his own thing, going to the French Laundry while all of us were not allowed to leave
People
our house.
that I know and respect, clearly not for their knowledge of politics, but I mean like musicians, people that I've known for years and years on Facebook, literally they will disagree with anything that Trump says or does simply because they don't like Trump.
Yeah.
They'll never listen to reason. They will just fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, people, come on. Like, be your own person, you know? Think with your own brain. But hey, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
49% of the people in this country literally do not think with their own brain.
Accurate.
That's scary.
It's good to think for yourself. And after living under him, I would not want the whole country to be under him. That's for sure.
Oh.
No way.
Oh.
Like anything but.
Yeah.
Like literally. Like bring back anybody else but him. He's a nightmare. I'm just saying. But guys, our time is up. So DD5 is going live at 7 with the biggest news ever for DD5, which is awesome.
No, it's not gonna be AOC.
But guys, don't forget, if you haven't checked out the Williamsons, go subscribe, go watch a few videos. I know they still got some watch time hours to meet.
And if you're in this live right now and you're not subscribed to 3 Mississippi, you should do so.
That's true. You should do that too.
And hit that thumbs up, people.
That's right, on your way out. So yeah, and go love bomb DD5, give them some love, tell them we say hey. And as always, guys, stay blessed and remember,
safety's up.
Hot mic.
That's me.
That's you, hot mic.